Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for October 2, 2025. Firstly, the U.S.-China trade tensions are affecting American soybean farmers. The Trump administration has announced plans to use tariff revenue to provide aid to affected farmers, but it's unclear whether this will be enough to offset the long-term consequences of the trade dispute. In Asia, Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party is facing a critical moment, with its dominance being challenged and its future uncertain. Meanwhile, South Korea and the United States have reached a rough agreement on security, tied to ongoing tariff negotiations, which includes a $350 billion investment package. Lastly, the Gaza conflict continues to intensify, with the Israeli military launching strikes across Gaza and Hamas weighing its response to the U.S. peace proposal presented by President Trump. The international community is urging all parties involved to work towards a peaceful resolution, warning of a looming humanitarian crisis if the violence continues. These stories are developing, and will continue to bring you updates as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Walter Concrete, and we'll be back with more news after this break. And that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall and know it's right now. Good morning, and welcome to the AIDailyPress morning podcast. I'm Barbara. Here's a brief summary of our top. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskwiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm your host, Louis. We've got a packed show for you today, with updates on the latest developments in the cannabis industry, energy sector, and more. First off, let's dive into the cannabis space. Former President Donald Trump has thrown his support behind the industry, highlighting the potential benefits of cannabidiol in senior health care. This endorsement has sent cannabis stocks soaring, with Tilray seeing a nearly 10% jump in its stock price. Our analysts are cautiously optimistic about the potential for regulatory changes, including the possibility of marijuana being rescheduled from Schedule 3 to Schedule 3. In other news, we're seeing significant developments in the energy sector. French power prices have hit a two-decade low, thanks to strong nuclear and renewables output. Meanwhile, Germany is facing a different story, with day-ahead power prices averaging about 63 per megawatt-hour last month. We're also tracking a report from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, which warns of a widening uranium supply gap facing American nuclear power plants. Finally, we took a closer look at Aurora Cannabis, where our expert analyst Fermi has been following the story. While President Trump's video may have sparked a surge in Aurora Cannabis stock, it's essential to approach this development with caution. The cannabis industry still faces significant challenges, and investors should be wary of getting caught up in speculative sentiment. That's all for now. We'll continue to monitor these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thanks for joining us on the AIDailyPress morning podcast. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we're looking at a breakthrough in deep space transportation with the development of a new system that could revolutionize the way we travel through space. However, our first story is actually about a company working on a novel approach to space transportation, but we'll save that for another time. Instead, our first article discusses the complexities of asteroid dynamics, as highlighted by NASA's recent asteroid deflection test. The test yielded some unexpected results, which scientists believe could be due to the asteroid's complex spinning motion and the resulting friction between rocks on its surface. Next up, we're talking about a major achievement in deep space communications. NASA's Deep Space Optical Communications Division has successfully transmitted terabits of data from beyond Mars using a laser beam. This technology has the potential to revolutionize the way we communicate with spacecraft across vast distances, enabling faster and more efficient data transfer. Lastly, we're exploring the development of innovative transportation systems for space travel. But actually, our article is about a company called In-Space Transportation. No, our third story covers a novel approach to space transportation, but it's not that one either. Actually, our third article talks about a new system that could enable faster and more efficient data transfer between spacecraft and Earth, which would be crucial for future missions to the Moon and Mars. These stories showcase the latest advancements in space exploration and communication, highlighting the incredible progress being made in these fields. Tune in to our full articles on the AIDailyPress website to learn more about these exciting developments. That's all for today's morning podcast. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time on the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your host, Howard. We've got a jam-packed show for you today with the latest updates from the world of football. First off, we're looking at a potentially explosive matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers, set to go down on Thursday night. The Rams are seeking to assert their dominance at home, while the 49ers are looking to take over first place in the NFC West. We'll be keeping a close eye on this one, folks. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley's slow start has raised concerns among fans and analysts alike. With only 204 yards rushing through 4 games, the Eagles' star running back is tied for 20th in the league. We've taken a deep dive into the historical data, and it's clear that replicating a 2,000-yard rushing season is no easy feat. And finally, we're seeing significant movements in NFL power rankings, with the Rams solidly positioned among the top teams. Players like Nakua and Stafford are leading the charge, making waves as leaders in key stats. It's shaping up to be an unforgettable season, folks. That's all for now. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we took a journey through the vibrant rhythms of Latin music, exploring how its influence has shaped identity and brought people together across generations. We delved into the history of this captivating genre, which has become an integral part of our global cultural tapestry. Next, we traveled to Ecuador, where the Ataco mining project is setting a new standard for responsible mining practices. This innovative approach not only prioritizes environmental stewardship, but also fosters community engagement and economic growth, demonstrating that progress and preservation can go hand in hand. Lastly, we visited the picturesque town of Quintana de la Orden in Spain's La Mancha region, where wine and literature have been intertwined for centuries. The Entremontes winery stands as a testament to this enduring legacy, preserving traditional winemaking practices while honoring the region's rich cultural heritage. These stories remind us that, despite our differences, we are all connected by our shared humanity and our appreciation for the traditions, cultures, and natural beauty that make our world such a fascinating place. Join us throughout the day as we explore more of these compelling narratives and the people who bring them to life. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. We've got a fabulous lineup of stories for you today. First up, we're talking about love in Hollywood. You know, those magical connections that happen on set and sometimes lead to real-life romances. We're highlighting some of the most notable couples who found love while working together, like Joaquin Phoenix and Rooney Mara, who met on the set of Her and Ted Danson, and Mary Steenburgen, who've been married for over 25 years after meeting on the set of Pontiac Moon. Next, we're diving into some celebrity news. Nina Dobrev and Shaun White have called it quits after 5 years together. The actress and professional snowboarder were engaged, but it seems their relationship has come to an end. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. And finally, we're shining the spotlight on Celine Dion's holiday fashion and beauty tips. The iconic singer has partnered with Charlotte Tilbury, and she's sharing her secrets for adding a touch of sparkle to your holiday look. From statement pieces to festive beauty looks, Celine's got you covered. That's all for today's podcast, folks. Stay fabulous, stay informed, and don't forget to add a touch of sparkle to your holiday look. We'll see you tomorrow on the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Otta Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, Our top story takes us to the world of marine conservation, where a recent report highlights the importance of responsible stewardship of our planet's natural resources. The story of Iliscaz Reserve serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human activities and environmental conservation. We explore the complexities involved in protecting marine ecosystems and the role we can all play in promoting sustainability. In another story, we delve into the fascinating world of paleontology and archaeology, where a recent study sheds new light on the demise of megafauna during the Pleistocene era. Researchers suggest that human hunters may have played a more significant role in the extinction of these magnificent creatures than previously thought. We examine the context and implications of this discovery, highlighting the importance of considering long-term consequences of our actions on the environment. Lastly, we touch on the interconnectedness of human activities and environmental conservation, emphasizing the need for continued conservation efforts to protect remaining megafauna and their habitats. These stories serve as a reminder of our place within the natural world and the importance of making informed decisions about how we interact with the environment. That's all for today's morning podcast. Thank you for joining me on this journey through science, discovery, and environmental awareness. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atenicher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.